Hey y'all, tip 19. Explain to them the loving reasons you have strict rules. So you can tell from this series of parenting tips that I've been sharing that as a father, I'm very much a gentle parent, or I believe in gentle parenting. And some people have even used the term permissive parenting. And therefore, when I have strict rules that I enforce, or when Winnie and I have strict rules that I enforce, I want my children to understand the logic and the reasoning behind it. And this comes back to tip number 2. The guidance that we take and how we approach parenting really comes from Gibran's very beautiful poem, Khalil Gibran's very beautiful poem on children. So since we believe, and I personally believe very strongly, that my children have chosen me as a guide to guide them to achieve what the Creator put them on this earth to do, I do my best to set boundaries, but also to give lots of freedom and flexibility. So when I have to set very harsh or strict boundaries that they may not understand, I also believe that I owe it to them to explain why I'm setting those boundaries. So one of the boundaries that we've set for our children is no sleepovers, especially sleepovers or even going over to spend time with friends whose parents we have not met. Once we've met the parents, we'll get a chance to assess them and make a decision as to whether our children will be safe in their care, especially if they are supposed to be spending a lot of time there. So the no sleepover rule is something that's been very strict. It's something that I recently relaxed for Gilbert because he had his friend George's birthday party and they were all sleeping over. So I went to meet George's parents and I felt comfortable that in his case, I could do that, right? And another example of this strict rules that I've spent time explaining to them is the rule about screen time, especially because many of us as parents, we worry about screen time for our children, how long they're on their gadgets. And I explained to both Gilbert and Claudina that my main concern with screen time is not so much that they're on their gadgets, is the damage that the blue light does to their eyes and their eyesight. So coming back to another tip on letting them negotiate, Gilbert, to his credit, then negotiated that we bought glasses that reduce blue light, right? So that then became a solution that allowed them to have more time on their gadgets. But if I hadn't taken the time to explain to them the reason behind that strict rule, we wouldn't have found that solution. So I'm curious, what about you? What type of boundaries or strict rules do you have? Do you explain these rules to your children? If so, how does it go? Drop me a comment, let me know. If you found this video to be helpful, please subscribe to the channel. If you think others would benefit from this video, please share it with them. All right, y'all. See you soon.